Recording. All right, Mr. Logan, did you want to do start off with an introduction? Just like who you are, where you're from, what do you do?
Hello, my name is Logan Mason. I'm from Theresa Point First Nation, located in Manitoba, and I'm a student attending the University of Manitoba at the moment, in my second year.
What are you taking?
I'm thinking of going into accounting.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I used to live in
Yeah.
Winnipeg in high school. So when did you first get involved with OLI?
Like since seventh grade. It's been a while.
Was it with the dance program
Yes, exactly.
in school?
Yes.
So
My middle years, my middle school, yeah.
how did you end up taking the course? Did somebody tell you about it?
What, outside looking in?
Yeah.
No, they just came and then I just decided to participate.
Awesome. That's one way to do it. Just gotta pull up my questions. Let's see. Okay. Were you familiar with OLI before you participated in the program?
Not at all. I
Not
had
at all.
no idea all that even existed.
And what did you think of the program?
And like in terms of my first time going to it or overall?
Yeah. Let's start with the first time you went through it. What were your initial thoughts?
I thought it was very cool because us as in an isolated Indigenous reservation up north in northern Manitoba, once we're told we have this opportunity to fly out to somewhere to another province like Toronto, like as a kid, especially for me, that that stuff got me excited and I wanted to actually try, Yeah, so I just went for it.
Was that the first time you had been to Toronto?
Yes, my first
Yeah.
time, and when I got there, I was like, oh my god, like this guitar is so big. Like, have you ever seen that Will Smith meme where he's like picking like outside his car, taking pictures, and like all surprised? That's exactly
Yeah.
how that's
He's just
exactly
all
how I
in
felt.
awe.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt going into Toronto.
So throughout your time with the OLI program, did you notice, was there a noticeable difference in you after the program compared to how you felt before the program?
Like in
Like,
terms of the first year there,
well,
or
yeah,
like
in the first year. Well, yeah, we'll start with the first year.
okay, in the first year, uh, like I haven't when I initially got into it, I haven't put too much thought into it, like because like I was a kid and like you don't really think about that much stuff. But
Yeah.
looking back at it now, it really helped me. Like
Yeah.
really helped me because like I was really shy, awkward, and whatnot, and I basically just pushed myself to get out there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Sometimes
and
that's like exactly
yeah,
what you need, as a kid.
yeah.
Let's see. And then did the fact that OLI came in into your community, they came to St. Theresa Point, was that like a kind of a big deal in your mind? Like, were you
Yes,
like, yeah?
yes. Because again, bringing up how an isolated reservation, we don't get much opportunities to go out of the reservation, and especially with like stuff relating to school and whatnot. And because I believe that was like one of our first actual programs in St. Therese to introduce make exposing children to the outside world or kids in general.
Yeah.
And like I feel like that would be it's been very beneficial.
Yeah, for sure. So you actually stayed in contact with OLI, right?
Yes, I'm still in contact with him, and I don't know, I love him.
Yeah. You're in the Alumni Accelerator, is that correct?
Yes, I think so. I believe so.
So how did you hear about that opportunity?
It was actually relayed to me through Maureen. She told me that they're doing this program like work study, and like I actually did work study and stuff like that. And yeah,
Yeah, kind of a long time OLI participant.
oh yeah, that too.
So how do you think OLI has helped shape you as a person beneficially?
Going back to my original thing, how I said it helped me become more outgoing. Yeah, that's one of the main things that OLA helped me with.
Do you
It helped
think
me
it
boost.
helped you grow the confidence that you needed to leave
Yes,
your reserve for school?
yes, yes, it did.
Yeah.
And it's basically like a pilot program for life in general.
Yeah,
That's
I
at
feel
least that's what
that.
I believe.
Yeah.
And sure, there's ups and downs, but overall, I feel like it helped prepare me for getting out of the reservation and meeting the people and stuff like that.
How small is Theresa Point?
It's not totally small. Like if I remember correctly, it's like I don't really remember. I remember it's in the tens of thousand people, tens of thousand, somewhere around there.
So were
And
you making new friends in the OLI program when you first went into it, or did you already kind of know everybody?
of
Yeah,
course, I mean,
that's
like
awesome.
I knew people like beforehand,
Yeah.
but then OLI helped me get closer to them and whatnot, and it helped me learn how to talk to people and stuff like that. Considering I was like one of those awkward, shy, I couldn't hold a conversation to hold my life kind of kids.
Yeah. Well, you seem to have gotten over that for
Yeah,
sure. So do you think, oh, sorry, I accidentally triggered my Siri. um, what would you say to anybody who's considering taking part in OLI's programs?
like if they were right in front of me,
Yeah,
like if they were right in front of me, I tell
some
them,
little native
do
kid,
it,
and they're like, "Hey,
like do it, like should have just do it because it's such a good experience for you. Because like as a kid, as a kid going over there, you're getting exposed to the art of dance and meeting new people and whatnot. And from my personal experiences, I was going there. It's really, 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 really fun. And that's one of the main aspects that I feel like kids should consider. And yeah, I don't know. Just my main point is just do it.
yeah," just like having that bravery to put yourself out there,
Yes, exactly.
right? Did you want to say anything to OLI and the staff?
Uh, First of all, I'd like to thank each and every one of them that I had met so far. I still have a connection with like one of the former OI employees. It's the Elisa Townsend. I still talk to her every now and then, and we've become really good friends. And I have to thank Maureen for sticking with me this whole time throughout the whole and still updating me and stuff like that. And I have to thank Tracy
Yeah.
for doing this. Like I remember, I still don't I still get embarrassed about thinking about this because one year in OLI, I think I was in like eighth grade. She proceeded to put like you know how we do interviews as kids and they showcase that on the show like prior to the performances. I remember she put a really embarrassing thing of like me messing up and whatnot onto it, and I don't know. It just I still got embarrassed thinking about it today, and like I don't know. I just appreciate OLI in general
Yeah.
for supporting me,
Yeah.
and yeah.
And do you think that programs like this are beneficial? in
Of
Northern
course,
Reserves? Yeah,
of
absolutely.
course,
Yeah.
they are like, because again, people like northern reservations don't have much programs, and they don't have crap.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And
And like as a
yeah,
grown up looking back kind of, do you think that some of the values that you have now and like some of the skills that you have as an adult come from OLI? Like, do you think programs like OLI have long-term benefits?
yes, like I'm I'm one of the prime examples of those benefits because like it's shaped me. All has shaped me in such a way that I'm just better, more educated human being than I would have been without OLI or a program like this being introduced to me.
Yeah. So kind of
Yeah.
like just like being more capable of taking advantage of opportunities that come to you now, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. That's awesome. Did you have anything else that you wanted to say in regards to OLI, the programs,
Hmm.
any experiences you wanted to share, funny stories, or
I don't know. There's so much memories with OLI that I can't pick one.
what was it like going to
Um,
Toronto? Were you scared?
very like, especially my first year there, because you never like me as a kid and everybody else, you never have the opportunity to dance in front of a large audience like that, and you get to experience and get to talk to other people from other communities and whatnot, schools. And I've met so much people through OLI too, and I'm just like those type of people that you're keeping tabs on and hoping they're doing well and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And yeah,
just kind of in their corner.
yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome. When you went to Toronto, did you guys fly?
yeah. There was like two flights because like we're in a isolated reserve. We had to fly out to Winnipeg, like
Yeah.
then we had to go connect to another flight going directly to Toronto. And my God, the first time I went on the plane to Toronto, it was it was scary for me.
Was that your first time on a plane?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, on
No?
my first time on a jet, actually, like
Yeah.
and I remember getting some like kind of paranoia because of how high we were climbing up to the air and whatnot, and how I was amazed that there was like screens on the on in front of you on the chair and stuff like that. I don't know,
All the
just
movies.
yeah, like it just stuff you as a kid in Northern Reservation you don't experience that type of stuff. And as a kid, to me, that was magical, I guess.
Yeah, it's probably life changing, eh?
It was exactly there you go.
Yeah.
And and there's those times where we went to Canada's Wonderland too. Like I really appreciate them for doing it because I never kids like me in isolated reserves never experienced that type of stuff, like those big amusement parks. And even going to Toronto, like one of those big cities, because Winnipeg isn't really not much of a city. It's more like a
Yeah.
big town.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just very overall very enjoyable for me. That's about
Yeah.
it.
It was cool that they were able to take you to Canada's Wonderland because that's like they didn't have to. That's like above and beyond, eh?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
It is.
amazing. How about Tim Hortons Camp? Did you go to that?
Yeah, we went to the Anandadanga Farms, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It's like
How was that?
it is very enjoyable. There's tons and tons of memories
Yeah.
in the farm. One of my favorite memories that this will always pop up is when my roommate, his name's Joshua, uh, he you know how they have bunks on the in the rooms like for like two bunk beds.
Yeah.
And you can have detachable rails, and you can see where I'm going with this. He was
Oh
it was in
boy.
the middle of the night. He decided to take off the rails for some reason, and that guy proceeded to fall off the top bunk onto the floor.
Boy. I've done
and
that as a kid.
and
It's not fun.
and I was like the middle of the night. We were sleeping.
Yeah.
From what my other roommate tells me, I was trying I I was trying to ask him if he was okay. Like, and like apparently he was laying down there for a while saying ow or something like that, or I think crying, I don't know. And that guy proceeded to go back up, climb up to his bunk and just go back to sleep. When then he ended up, and then he woke up to like a blood stain on his bed. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just that's one of the most memorable things that happened to me at forum.
Yeah. Have you had you been to a camp of any sort before that?
No, 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 nothing like that. But in like
Yeah.
traditional top lines I've been to, but nothing like in that way, like Hortons Camp.
Yeah. It's really cool that they're like exposing you to all these experiences you might not have gotten to see. Eh?
Yeah, we got to meet some good. I like the camp workers over there too. They're very positive,
Mhm.
and the the food is really good over there too.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
awesome. Do you know any other people that do OLI? Like, are you ever like, do you ever see people from back home or anything, and they're talking about doing OLI, and are you ever like, do you ever give them any advice or anything? Like,
uh, since overall I'm not around the reservation, and during the time OLI does come around, I don't often talk to or hear anybody talk to about attending OLI. And especially with the pandemic and basically everything getting shut down last week, and there's not really been much talk about it, and I don't know what's going to happen. I
yeah,
don't
for sure.
I don't really know.
Yeah. Well, did you have anything else that you would like to add?
Hmm.
What was the Alumni Accelerator program like?
Well, I don't think they started that yet. From what from what I was told, that they're gonna start doing something by the new year and
Oh,
whatnot.
okay.
And I'm looking forward to hearing from that though.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So, did you have anything else you wanted to say then?
Uh, I just like to thank you guys for your time and taking my input as one of the attendees for OLI for the past how many years already?
15. The big 1-5.
Oh, actually, not 15. Like how many years? Like how many years has it been since I was in seventh grade?
Yeah, it says that you started in 2017.
Oh yeah, 2017. Did I? No, I didn't. I actually started in like 2015.
Oh.
And
Okay.
2015, 2016, I skipped. No, then I was eighth grade, ninth, seventh grade, eighth grade, ninth grade. I skipped 10th grade. Then I proceeded to 11th grade, and I guess 12th grade is half because that's when the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then I did the small work study program last year, and yeah, now here we are.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to catch up with you again.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's good
I
to
hope.
see how far that you've come.
Yeah, I hope to hear from OI again because I really like the support that they've been giving me and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure they will. They've been really good at supporting. Like for me, I wanted to get better at interviewing people, and they're like, "Oh, we have a project you can help on." So that's kind of
Oh,
why I'm
really?
doing this. Yeah.
Are you in the work study program or-
No, actually, that's just like I was in their entrepreneurship
Oh,
summer
really?
program. Yeah, and then
How
I entered a podcast in, and then so
really?
they're help.
How did that end up going for you?
That was I really enjoyed it. It was very cool.
I was planning to be a part of that program, but then I already had other commitments, so I couldn't do it. So yeah,
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it for next summer if it was something you'd be open to.
yeah. Well, actually, one of the I don't know top winners, I guess, or whatever, is actually in St. Therese, and she started her own business there. With
Yeah,
the
she got first place, eh? She opened her own bakery up in St. Teresa.
yeah,
So surely,
I
eh?
wonder how that's going though.
Yeah, it's going good. I actually just had an interview with her as well.
Really,
Yeah, how did that make you feel to have somebody else from St. Teresa Point?
I think it's good because I'm not too knowledgeable with with what she did with OLI, but I'm glad to hear that OLI is making positive impacts for other people in my community too, because we desperately need it. If I'm
Yeah,
being
for
honest.
sure. That's awesome. All right. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to me today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for the interview.
Yeah.